Okay, so let me check if everything works out. Let me fill the stream. So here, manage stream. Okay, just so you know, so building a WordPress plugin for pets. Yeah. Okay. Okay, unlisted. Let's go public. Let's go public. Changes are saved. Everything is fine. And what else do I need to do? Well, I need to actually get a link. So this is one, right? Okay. That's the one which I'll place in a new window to check everything out once more. Yeah, it seems it works. Okay, let me place my dashboard so I can see the chat. If someone says something. Okay, and just a second, guys and girls. Test chat. So I'm just testing the chat. Yeah, works. Okay, and then we're good to go. So the live link, let me notify everyone. So live streaming, building WordPress plugin for pets. Okay. Tweet it out. Where do I put that? That's fine, right? So yeah, I'm just streaming, and let me also notify Anna from Unreal Design. Okay, thank you, Anna. She's working on the logo for this plugin, so I'm really grateful for that. Okay, everything works out and we're good to go. So a few weeks before I had hosted the stream, but for some reason it stopped working. So let me go through the plugin. We have a simple plugin with the namespace paths. It's here. This is the final class and we are running it like that. We could run it on plugins loaded action, but for now I'm doing it like that, and we can change that later on. The other thing is that we have some templates here. Languages folder includes is the class for CPT that defines the pets, the taxonomy breed, the pet color, and that's it. And we have some update messages here. Okay, we don't have any assets. The bin folder is from this scaffold from using the WordPress command line, and that's also the grant one here, and so on. We have some stuff here which I won't change or delete for now, but we can do that later on. Okay, so that's it. That's about it. Let me go now and check the actual site. So the current site is this one, pretty simple one, which I've did it in the last video, which you can check on Twitch. Through the WordPress command line, I did everything on that. Oh, we should update it. Well, Yeah, probably. And we probably don't have the right permissions here for updating it, but that's fine. So never mind about that. We have the paths here. It's a Twitter icon, but that's a dash icon, so it doesn't. I don't mind that, and that will change when the logo is done. So we have the breeds, the color, maybe breed, not breeds. Breeds, some it's I don't know. Breeds. Let's do with the breed. Yeah, for now. That didn't change, so it will change if I go where? If I go here. No, breed, search breed, popular breed. Maybe I'm wrong with that. Maybe I'm really wrong. But since English is not my native language, well, you can correct me and do so, please, whenever I'm wrong. Okay, so we have some breed, we have some pet. This pet is here, and so before I push this plugin on the WordPress.org repository, I want to do something else with it. So I want to have settings right here, and also I want to have configurable fields. So what are those fields? Well, if you have an animal site, a site about animals, and you want to you will use the breed, maybe you will use the color, but what if you want to add some badges to it? What if you want to some icons? What if you want to add, let's say, what? Well, let's say another breed taxonomy or color, something like that, but it's not a breed, it's not color, it's something specific to your site, or tag, or just something here, a value here, let's say weight, then something that needs an input field. Then I want these configurable fields to be done here, and probably that won't be done in this stream, because I'm just practicing the stream now and doing simple stuff, but I want you to watch me going with it, and to see the progress as I'm doing it, right? Okay, so yeah, we have this class and we are adding that class here. Why is that? Why not in constructor? Well, some of the experts do say that doing so in a constructor is pretty hard to check, to test, to debug it, maybe even. So I'm doing it like that. Okay, and now for the next part. Okay, we have the version, we have everything. So let's go with the admin part. So I'll create an admin folder, and we'll have a main class which will be like this. That's all, our final our main class, and let's do it like that. So main admin class, and then I'll say namespace, and this won't be inside paths, but will be inside admin. Is it like that? There's like that. What? I forgot. Oh my god. Okay, so what do you do when you don't know? You just say namespace is PHP, and then just check what. Okay, that's fine with that, but namespace, yeah. Okay, great. So I guess I was right here. I guess so. So the package here will be paths admin. The package is paths, and the sub package I think is admin. I'm not sure. I've seen this used a lot, so I'm trying to learn new stuff constantly. So yeah, if you want to correct me, please do in the comments or in the chat if you're watching this live. But let's start. The class will be admin, and then we'll say admin, just admin. Okay. Yeah, let's put it like that. Let's put it like that. Okay, and now we can go and build some stuff. So how can we create a settings page here? We can add a submenu first, right? And then we can do something to it. And probably I'll focus on that part today. Okay, so the first one is load. So that will be the first function. And we'll say loading the admin. Okay, nothing is returned. That's fine. And then we need to create those menu pages. So when you don't know, of course, go to WordPress sub menu page. Okay, great. And now we can read about it here, what goes where and similar, and where it goes. So the add sub menu, let's say it's like that, and we need to hook it somewhere. So if you're what's wrong with this? Whoop. So if you don't know, be sure to check where to hook. I think it's admin menu. Yeah, so here it is, the admin menu. Great. I'm right. Okay, and then we'll say this, and then menus. I'll call it menus because we could have more than one, such as the setting and the configuration part can be two separate menus. So let's call another public function, and I think it won't work with private or protected. I think it has to be public. I'm pretty sure it has to be public. So admin menus, well, and returning, well, nothing. We are just adding some of the menus. So for now we have that simple one page like that. We'll say like this, admin. Great. Okay, and now let's see. The first one is the parent one. So we don't have any here anything like this, like users PHP, but we have pets, and that is this. And I think I can put that as a parent slug. We'll check. So the title, yeah, the title will be settings. What's my text domain? Is pets, yeah. Okay, and then the menu title, which will be shown in the menu, will also be like that. Let's put everything one below the other so it's more readable. Capability, so I want this only the one that can manage options. The menu slug will be, let's say, pets settings, and then the callable function. And for the callable function, I will use an admin function. So let's say it will be a settings page. Okay, And then let's create another one, which is settings page. Great. And let's just echo, we are here. Just a test. So we also need to start the admin part. So we can go to our main plugin, and these are the includes. So I can say if is admin, then you'll include the admin class admin. Of course, probably someone, if watching this, if someone is watching, is going like, why don't you use an autoloader? Well, we can do that later on. For now, I'm just using it like that because I just have two classes. But later on, yes, we can create an autoloader and load specific files, which is great, and which is a great idea, and we'll do that. Okay, so we are sure that this is in the admin and the hooks are there. So I can also say so I can say if is admin, then get me an admin, which is a new admin, and this won't work if we don't specify to use it. But also we don't need to specify to use it, we can just say admin admin. So now we are inside the admin namespace under the paths, which is here. Okay, so this is the admin, and then we'll say admin load. And now we probably get some errors, unexpected on the 45, where it is, it's here. Is admin, I think I'm correct, but probably 36. Okay, 36 is this. Why? Probably, yeah, I'm not sure. It's let's say if I go like that, will I get something else? Okay, I do get an error that it's not working. Okay, let's be sure that there are no hidden okay, 36. Yeah, because sometimes there could be some hidden parts. Oh, look how stupid I am. So here, some symbols that are not visible, which can happen sometimes. Okay, unexpected. Why? What's unexpected here? Unexpected 36, but this is expected because we have the admin, this, and this, which is fine. Okay, this. Yep, sorry about that. Okay, we have the settings, and we are here is shown right there. So now we are fine also with that approach, and we have our settings page. And now I can place in the admin a folder, let's say a new folder, which will contain settings, right? And then I can also place a folder right there in views, right? Okay, so we have now the views for the settings, and inside the settings we could create a new file which will be class settings PHP. Okay, let's say that admin settings class, then namespace will be paths admin, because it will go under everything under admin. And let me just check a bit if there are any messages from the Twitter. No. Okay. And now we can move on. So this will be a settings class, right? And what are we going to do here? Well, we will load the view of a setting, and we can also use this settings class to define some of the, let's say, options, classic options here. And since I'm on the sub menu page, let me see if there are, so we have the wrap, but I think the add sub menu page is passing also some parameters. So let's say if that is here, function add sub menu, so we can check on it. So yeah, parent. So they are just passing everything inside of the parents page. And what are the parents page? We can check that. Okay, menu page, yeah, and that's it. Pretty okay. Parent page, registered pages, maybe that's a better one. User can access. Okay, get plugin page, hook menu, parent, and yeah, I think we get some parts we are getting also from this. Let's say like that. Oh, sorry about this call. Hey. Sorry about that. Okay. Um, yeah. So the settings page will, for now, we'll have to build something here. And let's now var dump settings. Okay, we don't get anything here, but I know there are some admin title page. Yeah, you can see here settings. Great, so that's one. Let me just close this like that. And then we also have, I'm not sure, but let's say no, but so we don't have any description, so that's fine. Okay, okay, let's now build the wrapper. So here it is. We'll have let's go here and on the settings view, class settings. Great. So what can we do here? We can go and get the start the settings class, for example, and then do everything on it. So we can do like this. We can go with new settings like that, and we can also include once settings class settings like that. Okay, and let's see if everything works. Great, errors, so there is no such file. Where? So include, oh yeah, it should work, but let's see, plugins path include admin class admin. There is no such thing as settings class settings, so we'll probably we will probably have to include this only when only through the direct path and not the relative, as I did here. So we can go inside the paths, and we also can have something like define constants. Okay, and let's put that like somewhere here, and then go with the public function define constant. What? Define constants. Okay, and let's say define path, which is the plugin path file path, and then define paths and plugin file. Great. And now we can go here and let's check if that works. So currently everything I'm doing here is not really synced, so I haven't thought about anything here. Whoa, what's now? Class setting. Okay, let's go like that and just put .php. I wasn't reading the error correctly. Yep, no errors whatsoever, so great. So now we have these settings, and we can also say inside the views, let's create another one, which is let's say main PHP. So this is the settings main, and when constructing, let's now also have a function page, and that page will just include the views main PHP. Okay, and let's say including this the settings page, like that. And here we'll have the wrap class, then let's do it like that. Then we'll have an h1 which will say echo get admin page title, like that. Let's see. Great. So why this doesn't work? Because we have the page which we haven't called yet. So we have here, and we have settings, and then we have settings page. Okay, great. So this is working, and so we now, and what can we do here? So this is pretty basic, nothing really helps here, right? So this is, yeah, okay, just checking. Okay, so we have a wrap here, and if I go here and check how somebody else set it, it was done like that. So it's h1p, and then you can have everything inside of that. I always like to browse some code here and check how everything is done by others, because then we can learn even more. But okay, so we have this, we have the page, we have settings, and what can we do? What can we do here? So we loaded our page, and this is, let's say that this is a class that is working for all possible settings pages, right? So if I have a new submenu page and I say fields, like that, and also fields, pets fields, and I'm using the same function here. So this is main settings page view, or main settings, something like that, I'm not sure. And then I refresh here, so we have the fields and everything works out just fine. And how can we then tackle this here? So we can do that, and we can also, so we have the menus here, those are the menus, and then we also have this, which can be done. Let me just check. Okay, inside the view main we can do something like, let's do something like this. So we have do action pets admin page, and then we should be able to get something here. So if we go here and here, we can check that there is a page here, right? So we can say, let's see, also I'm not sure, but I think there is something like or down get current screen, so we can even check that. Okay, so we have the current screen, page base. Okay, that's fine, but we don't actually want that. We will just say the pet settings, right? So we can just go here and say is set get page, then put that, and let's also sanitize it like that. And if not, it will be just an empty one, or we can just say default. If for some reason we will have this somewhere where there is no page. Okay, everything works out fine. So this works, and then we can have this, and we can also have page, and we can call this load again. So again, we have a load function, so we can get this load. Okay, and then we can say, so this basically isn't that great to load it here, because maybe we will want to have something hooked on some other actions. But for now, let's do it like that, and we can then later on easily and really easily refactor everything. Okay, so let's load this here, and then loading settings. Okay, and now let's say that we have something here that where we can load various parts. So this is loaded like here, or we could load it, let's have it here, or maybe, yeah, let's load it like that. Much better. So does it work? Yeah, everything works out fine, and that is great. And now we can do various stuff. The first thing we can do, for example, is include. Now go here, and then let's include once, and now let's do it for the settings page. Right, so we can include class settings, or yeah, for the settings, no, sorry about that, we'll do that for the fields, but for the settings we'll use this main class, and we can then add like this, add action, and now we know that this is pet settings. And we also in the main view have do action pets admin page and this page. So we'll go with this and say page, and then we'll go this and just do that. Okay, and then we can say array and this main page or settings page. Again, we can do whatever we want here. Okay, and then let's go with the settings page like that. Main settings page. Okay, and we have this page here which will load, which show the page. Maybe another setting can also use that and create another different page. We have now a settings page, and we also let's say we can now try if this is only on settings page. So we have only on settings page, and if I go to fields, there is none. So now we have a dynamically set main wrapper of our settings, and then we can create now whatever we want. So we can actually on this settings page, we can say, okay, so this is our main settings page, and now let's do something differently here. Let's create tabs for the settings, let's create whatever we want, and then when we are on the fields page, we can have a different class here, so settings fields. And actually let's do that so we can test this. So we can say class settings fields. Okay, now on load we can load a different class. So we can just say include class settings fields, and that's fine. And now in this class, let's say class settings fields. So let's copy this part like that, and let's call it settings fields class. And this, let's create a construct here. So we'll create a construct here, which will actually use again this one here, and we can also use this again here. It's not required, of course, we can change it, but we can use it. And as you can see, both of these are same as this. So actually something like that could be an abstract class, right? Okay, so we have now a settings page for that, and let's say only fields. And since we have included that here, we want this to be also add action. We don't need to, but we can. And so we can just say new settings fields like that. Okay, let's refresh and see if we have something. Only field. Whoa. And why is that? Because we haven't changed the action. So for the settings we have the pet settings, but when we are on the fields we have a different page, which is pets fields. So I'm going here, I'm going in my settings fields, and here. Now if I refresh, this will be only field, and this will be nothing. Why nothing? Why? Okay, let's check it out. Why? Oh, because I removed that. Let's now be sure that it's working. Only setting, only field. Great. So you can now use the same approach to define as many pages as you want. But beware, this is for the pages, not for here. For this, we could then set something different. We can create another class that will create tabs for each part, that will display the fields and stuff like that. And we'll move down on that probably on the next stream. So I'm now done with it because I had to go. Sorry for the pause, which was about 5 minutes or something, because of the phone call, and really because of that phone call I really have to go now, or else I would stay about 30 minutes more and we could do something more on this part. But for now, let's close this one, and then we can easily move to the next part. Well, I hope you like this. I hope if you're watching it later, I hope you will like what you have learned here and how this progresses. Bye.